Grand Rising. How everybody doing, man? My name is Christian Clark. Tonight we're gonna keep it a little professionally and politically correct. I just want to give shout outs to a lot of all the platforms that we use. Number one, we use StreamYard a lot. We use Facebook a lot. We use a lot of social media networks and Restream. If we didn't have a lot of these platforms, we couldn't reach out to you guys. I mean, it may not be all that right now, but for them offering middle class people the opportunity to start reaching out to different people, man, it gives us the opportunity to start off somewhere. And I got a lot of critiquing to do with my speech and my deliverance and whatnot. But I mean, a lot of information I give straight from the heart, the content of my matter. I want to give a shout out to Apple. I want to give a shout out to all these different platforms and technologies that we use, man. And they allow us to be able to network. They allow us to be able to get out there on a level of reach that we won't be able to do in our everyday life. And I just wanna encourage everyone to be mindful of the technology that we are allowed to use or that we are given the opportunity to use to be able to give our own perspective, our own intuitive um, ideologies of the way that the world's going on right now, because we got a lot of different situations going on. We got storms, we got wars, we got global warming, we got all these different things that more of us should be reaching out there and connecting together with. And by me giving shout out to these different platforms and these different types of technology and Apple, to Restream, to all these different networks, we should all take at least about 15 minutes of our day to reach out to each other, not just for no gossip, or not just for for our pride or whatnot, but like I'm talking right now, I feel like I should have, and which I will, close to this weekend, Friday. I'm gonna have some guest speakers on there, so I'm gonna try to tune y'all in and get y'all up to par on that. And with the interaction that we have with each other, we are allowed to have a little better deliverance. And I have found it out by my own personal experience. You know, we got a lot of things going on about the different opinions about what's going on with P. Diddy, what's going on with the election. I mean, the strongest storms come in the hurricane months. I mean, in the hurricane months is during the election. So the strongest storms come during the election months. What I meant to say, but you just got to keep an open eye. You got to stay focused, and you got to stay linked in to those that are like-minded that can lift you up. And I want to give a shout out to I got a few people that have been trying to connect with me on different platforms. Um, Forgive me if I mispronounce your name, but uh, Rilwanu Hamisu, he has his own digital networking, and I'm gonna link up with him soon enough, and we're gonna get together and we're gonna have y'all show because he is deaf. I'm gonna have my my significant other on here as a guest, and I have some more people that's on the business aspect of this podcast thing because we as limited opportunities and oppressed people, we have to be able to teach and inspire our people to rise up against the neglect and the views that they throw over our eyes from not trying to pursue our dreams. A lot of us, we think that selling drugs or hustling or stealing or robbing or all these different ways to get yourself put in these revolving doors of the system is the way to get out of our predicament. So, again, I just want to say shout out to Apple, shout out to Restream, uh, shout out to all these different platforms that allow me to reach out and connect with the few people that I do. And like I said on the previous show, man, these shows gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a hard spot in my life right now. All I can speak for myself. I just got out of prison. I just got out of jail. I done been in prison. 7 years of my life taken. And just imagine working hard for somebody all your life. And then you make a mistake. One mistake. And they take everything that you done worked for. A decade of hard labor and work. And they take that from you. And then you had to rebuild from the ground up. And a lot of times, you get out and you see a lot of those people you grew up with that influence you to get those habits. They still living with their mama. Ain't nothing changed for them. They may got a little bit more money because they ain't got no bills and shit to pay, but they still living with their mama. I moved out when I was 18 years old. I got out there, and me and my brother, we had to pay our own bills. We had to take care of ourselves. My mama, she helped a little bit with ramen noodles and now chicken pot pie. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we had to work, and all our money was contribute to our bills responsibly. And you just can imagine what's going through a 17 and 18-year-old young man mind at that time, or when you have to survive for yourself. You just can imagine the different loopholes that you're trying to find to get yourself acquainted with the world that you have to survive in. And like everything else, man, just like at work, man. Once I get on the road, man, everything it started opening up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I started to focus, and you do too. You start to focus, and you let go of the distraction that previously inhibited you or that hindered you from moving forward. So, with that being said, man, we we look at each other and we judge each other by our appearance, and we are so competitive. It's our own kind, and amongst the ones that are going through the same struggle that we're going through, that we try to hold each other down for those that got that veil over our eyes and have a foot on our neck, and we are doing exactly, literally, what they want us to do each other. so they can continue to benefit from our consumption, benefit from our downfalls and our mistakes, and the neglect in society right now has became so watered down that nobody realizes it. Me and my coworker, we talked today about slavery. Has his opinion. I have my opinion, and both when we really narrowed it all down to a feeling, we both came to the same uh, theory and resolution because his was when it come off the top, he was like, we can't do anything what happened all these years ago. We can't do anything about slavery. We just need to let it go and start off on where we at now. I said, that's true, but what if we're starting at now? We don't have no foundation to because we don't know where to begin at. And when I said that, he was like, yeah, you're right. Because everything that we go through right now in our life contributed to what happened in the past. They teach you that in grade. I remember quite literally of how they talk about cause and effect, an action to a reaction. So if we don't focus on the patterns, because we are creatures of patterns, that's why we have habits. You do anything from 21 days, 21 days, and 27 days completes the cycle that is locked in as a chemical in line pattern to an activity that you do repetitively on a redundant cycle. So if you do something over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, I mean, it's going to become a habit. So the life we live, if you continue to dumb yourself down for the benefit of somebody else, that's your level of intellect. Somebody else can try to do it for you, but if you know where you're trying to get to, you can it'll never succeed. Um, we have to reach out to each other, and we have to stop being so overzealous and having that pride with our identity that we're not quite sure of. Um, the game is not meant for you to win because first off, when you play a game, you have rules, and you're going into somebody else's domain, and you never meant to reach higher than that level without giving all your precious time and let all those obstacles consume your mind with a different strategy of thinking. You cannot be overwhelmed by the glamour and the false uh, expectations that they give us. Because it was constantly allow those who are trying to get to what has been promised to them to cut those down that they maybe need to be linking up with and defeating the enemy that's acting like they are our um, beneficiary because each one of us have our own in particular skills. We have our own in particular talents, but they try to limit us by giving us a line of sight to focus on. If we don't focus on what has got us in the position that we are in right now, and then we're gonna limit ourselves on how far we can get it. Like not in this physical world, but life. Life goes beyond this if you know the truth of what is being done. That means your realm and your domain is already yours, no matter how much they try to alter your existence. I know I'll be going too deep sometimes, man, but that's the only way that you can defeat the enemy. Because a lot of the things around us align with the same lower frequencies as the enemy. So when I go deep, you may get lost. I mean, maybe it's not me. Maybe you need to lift yourself up. And I'm not saying that out of uh, being conceited or nothing like that. It's because of the things that I have went through. A lot of people that ain't never been through anything, they're not going to try to challenge themselves to try to defeat what they are trying to compete with. They're just gonna try to go with the flow. But there are blessings to come, man. We just gotta you gotta utilize these resources that we got. We gotta talk to the right people. And even when you think that you talk to somebody that has made it in life by doing what the enemy want them to do, even when they are on the same level because they have got the bare minimum, been bird fed all their life, and they try to tell you to go the same way. Maybe you need to either pull yourself away from that person or try to give them some enlightenment of your own when you feel like, because I'm telling you like this, there is no way possible that anyone is trying to help you if they're saying things to pull you down. So that's why you gotta always keep your mindset of the illusion that those who program the matrix are trying to make you make believe to believe in it. But I just want to get a shout out. And man, if y'all can find me on YouTube, uh, God Mindset, Christian Clark. I got two different channels on there. You can find me on there. You can find me on Facebook. Like me. Tell me. Tell me what's on your mind. Inbox me. If you want to be a guest on here, just let me know, man. But I'm doing a short night, a short night. I work all the time, man. So I have to do what I have to do, even though I don't be want to, man. But that's the world we live in today, man. We're not thriving like we used to no more. We survive. But until y'all get the mindset to say, yeah, I want my streets painted in gold, and I want my jewels to reflect the energy of Ra, my creator, within me and without. I mean, you ain't even gonna see it in those stories that they told you about in the Bible. Cause the ones you knocking down, the ones that see it and got it. May God bless, man. Hey, look, today is October 9th, Wednesday hump day. Hey, I wish the best, y'all.